Hello and welcome to Mugello. Tucked away in the Tuscan hills, this gem of a track is our home for the next few days, as Ultimate Cup returns to this region for the first time since 2019. And we have the third race of the Ultimate Formula Cup coming up very shortly. The cars are just heading round at the moment, heading to their places on the grid. And then we will have the formation lap and we will be underway very, very shortly. We're just north of the city of Florence, about an hour and a half from Ferrari's headquarters, if you've ever been there in Maranello. It's a track that, of course, bikers love here. MotoGP comes here and thunders round this incredible track. 15 corners, of course, of this track. So the cars are lining up, and I believe Chris Stevens is on the grid. So I think let's head down and hear from him.
Yeah, I'm down here second on the grid because one person we haven't spoken to yet is Alex Abkazava. And right as I was about to get in there, the mechanics have beaten me to it. So I don't want to interrupt their chat. So we will wait patiently. But of course, Alex making his series debut in the Ultimate Formula Cup, a Euro Cup 3 race winner, of course, and already 2 times on the podium this weekend. And so, right, I'm going to try and get in there now. Hi, Alex. How are you enjoying your series debut?
Yeah, it's a nice race. I have quite a big break in the Euro Cup series, so it's great for me to warm up here.
Yeah, because it's a similar chassis, isn't it? Just a different aero kit, so it's good practice for you.
Yeah, the chassis is similar, and the only difference are tires and aero kit, but it's quite close to Euro Cup 3.
So what are the plans? Will we see you out in other races maybe this season, do you reckon?
We'll find out later.
All right, what can you do in this one? Can you go after Juan Francisco?
We'll find out later.
Okay, you're keeping us guessing. I like that. Well, good luck for the race, and it's been great having you with us.
Thank you.
All right. Now, I'm going to do a very quick take because it's very hot on the grid here. I do just want to check just how hot. Yeah, that's incredibly hot. These Hoosier tyres are going to be going through their paces. So, Claire, let's head back up to you.
Chris, thank you so much. Lovely to hear from Alexander Abkazava. Like he was mentioning, he has been involved in Euro Cup 3. He took his first win in June in Portimao. He's 7th in the standing at the moment, and he's got 1 win and 1 second place. So pretty impressive stuff from him. And like he said, it's a good place to get a little bit of practice, of course, for the Euro Cup. But he has been showing his pace out there, of course, and has lit up the championship so far and has done an impressive job, getting a 2nd place overall in the first race in Mugello yesterday in the 13 inches, and then earlier today getting a podium overall, finishing 3rd, fighting with the people at the front who are looking to take the win at the championship. Enzo Riche, he's been causing him a bit of issues out there by holding him up and chasing him down. So interesting to see what happens with those guys today. And Enzo Riche starts a little bit further down on the grid today. He's starting 7th on the grid instead. That is a little further back. That's Walter Rijkaard, who starts 9th on the grid. And just there to the right of our screen is car number 6, which is the Artline Virage car of Juan Francisco Soldevini. And this is Enzo Riche, who, like I say, starts in 7th. So we'll have a look at the grid shortly. I will talk you through where everyone is, and we will find out exactly where we're at for round 3. Race 3 of the Ultimate Formula Cup. We're here in Mugello, of course, and it is a track that has been very exciting to watch racing at the moment. How are the point standings? Well, at the moment it is Frederick Boileau who is leading the way by just a point at the moment after finishing 7th in the last race, and then Enzo Riche did manage to pick up some points in that race we just had and is now on 172 points in the 13 inches. And then Juan Francisco Soldevini, this man here, has now closed the gap to just a few points now. He's on 167 points in 3rd place. So we will lose the umbrellas very shortly. Like we said, Chris was down on the grid and commented how hot it is, and it has definitely got much warmer over the last few hours. It was quite chilly when we woke up this morning, and so the race this morning, which was the first race of the day for Ultimate Cup, would have been in much cooler conditions, and now at the heat of the day at 12:40 local time, the sun is absolutely blistering down on this track. So the tyres will have to be managed incredibly well. The Hoosier tyres that Chris was mentioning, they can handle heat, but this is a very warm track. So a formation lap getting underway very shortly. Teams and engineers heading back into the pit lane. There is no pit lanes for no pit stops rather for these cars. They will just do a 120-minute race with no mandatory pit stops. As the green flag is flown, we will get the formation lap underway. So leading the way is Juan Francisco Soldevini, who's on incredibly fine form at the moment. A little bit of a slow getaway by some of them, but they're all got away quickly this time. So as I mentioned, Juan Francisco Soldevini in incredible form. In 6 races, he's picked up 5 wins and 1 mechanical failure. So this is how the grid is lining up. Juan Francisco Soldevini is going to lead the way in pole position alongside his teammate, Alexander Abkazava. Lopez Nano in 3rd alongside Arthur Agata. Championship leader Frederick Boileau is in 5th alongside Laurent Vutic. And then Enzo Richer, 2nd in the championship, starts 7th. Alain Boucher, 8th. Walter Reichart will be 9th. Thierry Mahon will be 10th. Thierry Armand will be 11th. Jeronimo Gomez, 12th. And at the back will be Philippe Darrick. And it looks like, I actually didn't see as they were lining up, we had Orban Robert Prince and David Christini sat out the second race of the day because of, I'm assuming, damage from the car yesterday. Robert Prince managed to unfortunately stall, I think, on the grid, and David Christini went into the back of him with quite a big shunt to the front right with a wheel hanging off, and I haven't seen them go round just yet. That's Thierry Malon, so we're not quite at the back of the grid just yet, so we'll have to see how many are starting. And you'll be able to see which one is Orban Robert Prince if he's out there, and he is out there indeed, because he's in that kind of golf livery just at the back, car number 83. So he will be back in this race, unfortunately starting from the back. And David Christini, I'm hopeful, is out there too. We will see once the race starts, as they are further at the back. But it is all eyes now on the man at the moment, Juan Francisco Soldevini. Can he make it 3 out of 3 here in Mugello? He's going to try, and he will have his teammate alongside him as well in Alexander Abkazava, who will be protecting him, I'm sure, from a very fast and a very feisty Lopez Nano just behind in car 29. His starts haven't been the greatest so far yet, but could he jump them across the line here? So all the cars line up. There is your man on pole position, Juan Francisco Soldevini. Just behind him his teammate, Alexander Abkazava. And it looks like we're ready to go racing for the 3rd time in Mugello for the Formula Cup. Let's get racing, shall we? Green flag is shown at the back. The revs will go up, and shortly, eyes to the lights, and they are out. And it is a very good start again from Juan Francisco Soldevini. as they once again just pop behind the hill there, but it looks like side by side for teammates there. Soldovini really trying to hold on to that lead from his teammate from Abkazava. Round the outside they go. Can his teammate get past him here? Abkazava is leading the way, but the cutback happens with Soldovini. However, they're going into the left-hander here. It looks like Soldovini has closed the door on his teammate Abkazava there, but it was, that is, of course, Lopez Nano getting a little bit wide and going into the gravel, which has given Enzo Riche a bit of a lead in. Robert Aubrey Prince at the back is making up some places as well, as you would expect in the Formula Regional, rather, 13 inches behind. But it is the man of the moment, Juan Francisco Soldovini, who leads the way from his teammate Alexander Abkazava. I don't know if Frederick Boileau has a bit of a problem there in the car number 4. He is the championship leader and he's dropping like a stone. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Car number 4 was the one that we were watching, which is the championship leader. He maybe just got a bit bogged down there, but it looked like he was dropping back a little bit as Artur Agata managed to get past him quite quickly. Here then is the battle between Walter Rijkaard, I believe, that's managed to get himself up into points paying position. I'm pretty sure it is. He started a little further back on the grid in 9th, so he had a good start as Walter Rijkaard. And once again, here we go. We've got an issue here then from, I believe that's the livery of Thierry Malhon, but I'll just have to see again there and see exactly what happened. So through they come again then with 17 minutes on the clock. That is your championship leader, Frederick Boileau. He's now under pressure from Robert Auburn Prince, who has managed to get himself up. There, number 2 there having a struggle. That's Walter Rijkaard, who's lost it into turn 1. And he's kicked up a load of dust at the same time in San Donato, and he's beached it in the gravel in the first sector into turn 1. So that's quite a slow corner as you're heading around there, and it looks like he just lost it on his own, but we'd have to see a replay just to be sure. But unfortunately, Walter Rijkaard's race, unless he can get back going, is underway. As you can see there, that's car 29. We've got a safety car out now. That's Lopez Nano, who's really starting to struggle on those tyres as they're starting to warm up a little bit. They're getting a little bit slidey. Here's the replay then of Frederick Boileau there, and then Robert Prince, and then Rijkaard there just locks up, unfortunately, and isn't able to catch it. It's a shame, because if he caught it a second before, or even millimetres before, he wouldn't have got so beached into the gravel there. But as it stands, into turn 1 at San Donato is Walter Rijkaard stuck. So safety car is out to remove Walter Rijkaard from the gravel, and they will all bunch up a little bit now. That shows how hot it is out there. You've got a little parasol, you need that in this heat. So this should be quite an easy move, so they should just be able to hook it up and remove him, because he's quite close to the pits as well, so they can probably just move him in there. 60 minutes left on the clock. Safety car is out because of this issue. Walter Rijkaard, unfortunately, going a little bit hot into turn 1, and unfortunately out of this race. At the front, though, it is Juan Francisco Soldovini, who's being chased down by his teammate, Alexander Abkazava. Enzo Riche watching from behind, just warming up his tyres still. I'm sure the tyres are pretty warm by this point, but keeping them warm. Lopez Nano, rather, in 4th place. Artur Agata is in 5th. And then the championship leader, Frederick Boileau, in 6th. Robert Auburn Prince, who's had a brilliant start. He started from all the way back in 14th place and has managed to get himself up to 7th place. Thierry Malhon, starting in 10th place, has got himself up 2 places to 8th. Looks like Walter Rijkaard is all right. Unfortunate from the Swiss. but he is out of the car and doing okay. He's not going to want to watch it from the sidelines though, so difficult day for Walter Rijkaard after that. He had an okay first few races, so I'm sure he'll be a bit annoyed by that one. See how he did in race 2. Walter Rijkaard finished 9th, but obviously for graduate he was 4th in class, so just off the podium. So not been his day today. So Walter Rijkaard is out of this race. The safety car still going round at the moment. Safety car light still on, so that suggests that we may, if we see them turn off in the next few corners, then we will know that the safety car will be coming in. But at the moment, as it sounds, they are being held up behind the safety car and all going at the same speed, basically. So Walter Rijkaard's Formula Motorsport car is removed, and we will go racing very shortly again. Quick work from the marshals as always. Bit of gravel on the track there. The Legends did kick up a bit of debris, so that's another thing that they're going to have to be careful on with these tyres and the heat. You don't want to go running across a bit of marble that's on the track. So keeping to your racing line is important here. A bit of debris on the track there, but it doesn't look like it's in the racing line, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. So we've got another lap under the safety car. And hopefully, now that the car has been removed, the lights should go off and we should go racing again. You can see how excited these guys are to go racing, getting a bit impatient maybe behind the safety car, keeping those tyres nice and warm. And hopefully the safety car lights will be going off very shortly as they blast past the commentary box into turn 1 of San Donato to where Walter Rijkaard unfortunately lost it there. You can see the lock-up tyre marks. So going round into San Donato and then up to Luco and then up to the highest point on the circuit, which is Poggio Secco. And if it stays like this, Soldovini will be closing in even more on the championship lead. But we've still got a bit of time to go, 11 minutes left. Lots can happen in that time. So, safety car lights are still on at the moment, but they would usually turn off a little bit further around the track, heading into Sector 3 area. So keep an eye on the safety car lights, and I would assume now that the track has been cleared, we will go racing again. So, Soldovini from Abkazava, from Richer, from Nano, from Agata, from Boileau, from Robert Prince, Mahon, Boucher, and Armand in 10th. That's safety car lights are off, so we will be going racing again on this lap as soon as after this lap rather. Safety car will peel into the pits and we will go green flag racing again. At the moment they're still only up by turn 13, 14, so we're going to have to just wait for them to head back down our way, and it will be Soldovini that starts backing the pack up when we get further round towards turn 15. So he's starting to do it already, back the pack up a little bit, and then he will hit the throttle and we will go green flag racing again here in Mugello for the third time this weekend and the final time for the Ultimate Formula Cup. As you see there, Soldovini just really starting to reel them in now, really holding them back, just waiting to pounce. He's done this a couple of times this weekend, and there he goes. He's pounced. That's a good restart from Juan Francisco Soldevini. Let's see if he caught his teammate napping, because that's the person that he was under pressure from. Alexander Agpazava was behind, and it looks like a pretty clean restart there. Enzo Richer has kept up with the two Artline Virage cars in front as they flash past the commentary box again, and it is still Juan Francisco Soldevini leading the way, but he's under pressure once again from his teammate Alexander Agpazava. Just at the back there is a little bit of movement as well, and that looks like it is Alain Boucher who is under pressure from Thierry Armand. And once again at the front there is a lot of pressure from Alexander Agpazava on his teammate Juan Francisco Soldevini. He was mentioning on the grid that he was happy about getting some practice in, and that is Laurent Vutic, who's had a good debut as well in this championship, getting past, I think it was Philip Darrick. But these two are the ones we're going to be watching now, and it has to be said that Alexander Agpazava has been incredibly impressive here. Enzo Richer struggling to keep up with the two cars at the front. And will he be able to challenge his teammate Soldevini at the front? We will find out. Artline Virage, I'm sure, have had conversations about this ahead of the race, about whether they are free to race, and I'm sure they are. Once again, we're watching Alain Boucher there in the Formula Renault 2.0 and the battle with Thierry Armand behind. He's new to the championship as well as car number 5. It's car number 33 actually, so I'm not sure. Thierry Armand, my apologies, on Alain Boucher. Here's the Team Virage then, looking pensively on at their two teammates, hoping they don't touch, of course. Alexander Agpazava is chasing down his teammate Juan Francisco Soldevini. And as we mentioned, we spoke to Agpazava on the grid, and he seemed excited. 17 years old. He's been racing already in the Formula Regional Middle East Championship, so he's been out in Yas Marina in Abu Dhabi, and of course Dubai as well. He's been doing some racing out there as well. He picked up his first win in June, his maiden win in the Euro Cup 3, so he's using this as a bit of a practice ground. Hopefully we'll see him again though, because he's been really impressive in the Ultimate Formula Cup. And yeah, his first win came in June in Portimao, and it looks like he's looking for his first win here in the Ultimate Formula Cup as well. He's only just finished karting in 2022, so still pretty young. Got lots to give. This is Artur Agatur and Nano Lopez. Looks like Artur Agatur has managed to get past Nano Lopez and into 4th place. And just behind that is Auburn Robert Prince in the Formula Regional 13-inch class as well behind. Nano Lopez, you have to remember, who's now in 5th place, so in the yellow and black car just behind Artur Agatur, is obviously in a different car. He's in the Formula Renault 2.0. So Artur Agatur has managed to get past him, but it doesn't look like Nano Lopez is allowing him to kind of run away with it. He's staying with him and on his tail. And will he be able to take back 4th place? So the battle continues between these two, Formula Regional car and the Formula Renault car, and the squabbling has allowed Auburn Robert Prince just to get in close behind as well. At the front still, Juan Francisco Soldevini alongside his teammate, Alexander Agpazava. And he seems at the moment to not be too fussed by his teammate behind him. everyone watching by. We've been treated to some good racing today, and these guys, especially in the Ultimate Formula Cup, have given us some real thrills over the last couple of rounds, and they've definitely been the ones to watch. Ooh, a little bit of a slide there from Artur Agata, slightly just giving a little bit of time away to Lopez Nano behind, taking a very different line as well into that turn. Seems to be definitely under pressure is Artur Agata. As they're coming around now to turn 15 and out the final corner into the start-finish straight, and it really does look like Lopez Nano is not giving up much time here. He's staying with him. See Enzo Richer just coming out of our line there. He's in 3rd place at the moment, but this is the battle for 4th place between Artur Agata and Lopez Nano. Lopez Nano is, we believe it's his first time in a single-seater as well. He's come up from karting. He's definitely not got a lot of experience, but right now he's showing his true colours. What an impressive, here he goes then, round the outside. Can he make it happen there? It's a left-hander, so I doubt it, but can he get the inside line and the cutback as we head towards, no, he can't quite do it there. He's fallen back again a little bit as they will go just out of vision just very shortly. But it remains Artur Agata in front as we head up to turn 8 and 9, which is the Arrabbiata 1 and 2. Two minutes left on the clock, 3 minutes, as they head up to turn 12. And head back down towards the final turn of the track, turn 15. Buscini, and they should come back out then shortly to the start-finish straight. So we're still following Artur Agata at the moment. And looks like he's going to try and make a move. There is Lopez Nano on the start-finish straight. Round turn 15 they came, and now they are side by side rather. And I don't think here Nano Lopez is going to have the straight line speed to be able to take on that car, but he's giving it a go. He doesn't want to let go. He's going to see if he can make it round the outside here of the right-hander of turn 1. Sandovato, can he make it stick? Because then it goes into the left-hander of Luca. Can it happen here? No. Here, yes, it has happened. He's managed to make it work round the right-hander of turn 1 into Luco, and he's managed to take back 4th place from Artur Agata, heading out of the right-hander, the highest point of the track of Poggio Secco. So brilliant work again from this young driver who has just joined the championship, has Lopez Nano in the Formula Renault 2.0, has managed to overtake one of the Formula Regional cars. Impressive stuff from Lopez Nano. Back at the front then, Juan Francisco Soldevini. And at the moment he is commanding this race pretty well. 55 seconds left on the clock, so this should be, I believe, the penultimate lap of the race. Might be 2 laps off the back of this actually, if I can do my maths. No, penultimate lap. Don't know why I said 2. 40 seconds left on the clock. I can do that maths pretty easily. So here he comes, flashes past our commentary box. His teammate has dropped back a little bit now, so Juan Francisco Soldevini can breathe a little bit for this final lap. Oh, and we've got someone in the gravel. We've got someone in the gravel. Can't see. It is the final lap. And unfortunately, I think it's car 33. So I think it's Thierry Malon who is stuck in the gravel at turn 11, heading up to turn 12. That's unfortunate there. Coming out of Pelagio, seems to have lost it. But hopefully just sectors, yellows in that sector, which is sector 2. But the race will continue, and it is Juan Francisco Soldevini, and he's looking to make it another win. He's looking to have the perfect weekend. 3 pole positions, 3 wins. All he needs to do is hang on a couple of corners more as he comes through the yellow sector, which just means that he's going to have to slow down a little bit. And there he goes past Thierry Malhomme, who's just getting out of the car now in sector 2. Down towards turn 12. And he's just got a couple more corners to make it the most perfect weekend of his life. Coming towards 13 and 14 then. And then he'll make his way up to Buscini. And it is an impressive drive from this young Argentinian. He's managed to hold off his teammate, who was putting extra pressure on him, was Alexander Abkazava. But as we come round the final few corners, he's not able to do it there. The checkered flag is already out. The checkered flag is flying, and it's flying for this man. What a perfect weekend. Another win from Juan Francisco Soldevini. He was pole position, pole position, pole position, and now it's 3 wins in a row. Juan Francisco Soldevini, take a bow. Coming in just behind him is his teammate, Alexander Abkazava. Put pressure on Juan Francisco Soldevini, but he was untouchable. There was nothing that anyone could do to stop Juan Francisco Soldevini taking his 3rd win of the weekend. And not just that, his 5th win in 6 races. And it was only a retirement in Hockenheim that stopped him from a devastating blow to Enzo Richer and his championship. So where does that leave us? Well, it's going to leave us with maybe a new championship leader. But it is Juan Francisco Soldevini who takes another win then. Impressive work from the young Argentinian. A good work as well from Lopez Nano, who was in the Formula Renault 2.0. And that leaves him in a very good position. So unfortunately, Thierry Malhomme is just being removed then from the track, and hopefully we should be able to head down and hear from the winner, Juan Francisco Soldevini. So where does that leave us in the championship? Well, Soldevini now is on 195 points. Enzo Richer is going to be on, he crossed the line in 3rd place, so he's going to now be on 192. So Soldevini is now overtaken Enzo Richer as he climbs out of the car. Impressive work from the Argentinian again. More celebrations, I'm sure, to come. What a perfect weekend from the young Argentinian. He's looking around to find his team. They'll be around, don't you worry. There they are. They're always never too far, are they? So, 188 then is Frederick Boileau. But it is our new championship leader, if my maths is correct, is Juan Francisco Soldevini. So, an impressive weekend, which I believe then puts him into the lead of the championship. A hug from Dad as well, of course. Impressive work from the young Argentinian. That is 3 out of 3, 3 pole positions, 3 wins. And his Team Virage team can be thrilled with that performance. He's managed to close the championship and, by my maths, take the lead of the championship. It puts him on 195 points. It's 28 points for a win, and he was on 167. Enzo Richer was on 172, and he finished 3rd, which is adding 20, which is 192. So, again, I've never been very good at maths, but I'm going to stick to my guns there and think that he is leading the championship. So I think it's time to head down to the pit lane because I believe Chris Stevens is standing by, and I think he's going to grab the winner.
Yep, down here with our race winner, Juan Francisco Soldevini. Just a quick word with the physio. Thank you. Right, well, Juan Fran, that was something pretty special. Pole in all 3 races, all 3 race wins.
Yeah, I mean, the dream came true. Obviously, I was expecting to get good results, but maybe not this good. I'm extremely happy with the performance that we did as a team. Obviously, congrats to Alexander for also getting good results. And yeah, I'm just super happy. I don't know what to say.
I mean, that looked like it was the hardest one, with Alexander pushing you all the way and side by side into the first corner.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was going to overtake me, but I was able to hang on to the lead. Yeah, honestly, it could have gone for anyone, but yeah, very difficult. I was glad to hold on to the end. Yeah, again, happy.
You won 5 races in 6, all the races you've actually finished. And I know you missed the first 2 rounds, but you must be thinking about the championship.
Yeah, I don't know how the standings are, but...
we think you're the new points leader.
Am I? Okay.
We think.
Well, in that case, happy to for all the work we've done. Thank you to the team. We'll keep improving, we'll keep pushing, maybe win the championship at the end of the year. And yeah, thanks to my dad always. It just feels amazing. I'm very happy.
All right, well done, man. It's been an absolutely incredible weekend for you.
Thank you very much.
Right. A perfect weekend from Juan Francisco Soldevini. Can he keep this run of form going? We'll find out in Magny-Cours in a few weeks' time.
Être un bon traiteur, c'est être intransigeant sur la qualité. On ne fait du bon qu'avec le meilleur. C'est être impitoyable sur les recettes. Quand c'est bon, il n'y a rien à ajouter, rien à enlever. C'est être irréprochable sur le goût. Il faut prendre du plaisir pour en donner. Voilà, pour être un bon traiteur, il faut être intraitable.
Parfaitement intraitable.